Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. We're about to hit that 25K mark. Unbelievable. If you haven't had that homie from the hood that walks with a limp that they call El Chueco, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and have them smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to those patrons. I got 602 over TP, Keith, K, Devil Dog, MCC Placa, Ricardo, Mel Adjusted, Bankroll Suave, Mickey Bats, Carmine the Pitbull, American Mestizo, Lori 559CO, Armando, Abuelita Journey, Abuelita Irma, Ruben, Cornbread Killer, ZJ Savalza, EOP Whisperer, Fuck Your 602, Las Vegas Flights Live, Gavino, Crime and Punishment, Priya These Nuts, Cristobal La Reina Hernan, Don't Trip, Winston, Tony, the Mexican Snowman, Breathing Underwater, El Skid, Hobie Cat, Lilo is Love, Albert 12, J.I., A.I. Vega, Esquiel, Big Bad 48, Nova from B-Town, Linda, the retired CO, Michigan Wolverines, Mikey 559, the homie Marius from Connecticut, Chevelle 66, Gigi, and Douse Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, you see this shirt right here? It's Chanate time. It's just one of many merch that have dropped. You sign up for that Patreon, you're going to get a 15% discount code. That goes for every patron. So make sure you hit that link in the description below. Now, this episode right here, man, as you can see, I haven't unironed the kinks with my computer, my setup, my former setup. So I'm improvising, overcoming, and adapting. Just find it suspicious that my audio stopped working all of a sudden. I mean, I didn't change anything. Anyhow, I've been extremely busy in a good way, The growth has been astronomical, instrumental. It's been fucking massive. I don't know what happened. It's just after that Ian Bick fucking podcast interview, it went skyrocketed. You know, Despensa. I try to keep up. I do a good job of keeping up. If I've somehow missed or DM'd or didn't get back to you, my bad. It's not on purpose. Just shoot me another one and I can, I get easily distracted. But it's been, a lot of people have been reaching out to me, right? And we've been getting the job done, right? My whole purpose is to help people with addiction, struggles, the whole nine. Now, somebody reached out to me on an email and says, I was wondering if it could be possible for you to make a series of Prison 101 type videos that just explain the absolute basics for civilians like me. Like, what is a non-designated versus SNY? How do points work? What's the difference between a level 1 and a level 4? All right, you guys have to understand something. We have so many new subscribers, so many new warriors, right? And that's how this channel works. It's a collective of everybody. So, your boy right here was in the department from the year 2006 to December 1st, 2022. That's 16 years. I was able to promote to sergeant, to lieutenant, and then that's when I bounced. That's when I seen firsthand the corruption. It's corruption, man. There's no other word. In those 16 years, I was in a sweet spot. Right, this is me looking back in hindsight. I was in a sweet spot between the good old days, gladiators, Corcoran Gladiator shoe days where the staff were in fact through history or whatever, setting up dog fights, gladiator fights, and putting bets on the inmates. Now, I could see how that happened. There's no doubt that administration mixed. I'm just giving you the where we're at right now. There's no doubt that administration mixed enemy gangs, norteños, sureños, probably whites, blacks, sureños, blacks, probably like that, right? AB. There's no doubt. Now, was staff, did they probably put their bad foot forward and just start like, well, hey, man, this guy knows how to fight. This guy knows how to fight. I could probably see that happening, right? I wouldn't rule that out. I could see that happening. That's not a good thing. That was not happening when I came in 2007. I hit the pen, Sentinel State Prison. Now, every prison at the time ran different. This is a good fucking thing. It's so confusing. Every prison ran different, and every prison was run by its own warden. That is because there was no central computer system that connected Sacramento to the prisons, right? You had big wigs in Sacramento. They might have been incompetent as fuck, like they are now, but ain't nobody was listening to them, right? They'll probably call the secretary, like, oh yeah, okay, Bill, we'll get right on it. Hang up the phone. The wardens will continue to drink beer, have sex with their secretaries, get drunk, DUIs, crash the car, shake hands with the cop, and just go to work the next day. I mean, that was the good old days, right? Until that's when your boy joined the department. So I'm like, I'll admit it. When I joined the department, I'm like, damn, this is the best fucking job ever. This is the best job ever. Now, granted, down the street, down the street is a little prison called Calipatria State Prison, Calipat. That motherfucker's been rocking and rolling, staff assaults. I just saw a documentary this morning of how the East Coast Crips, so I think it was, rushed the program office, stabbed the shit out of everybody. Sergeants, lieutenants, everybody got it. So yes, you have to understand. Gladiator fights were happening in Corcoran Shoe in the 90s, early 90s. Holy shit. Now look at time frames, right? I came in 06. The wardens were still wilding out. Cops were still allowed to do what they needed to do. Not micromanaged. The simple word is not micromanaged. Big boy rules. You fucked up, you're gonna hear about it. You're gonna know about it. You don't fuck up, good for you. You're just doing your job. And then violence. All right, violence. There was a sweet spot. If I can pick a certain spot where it was perfect, I can probably narrow it down. And we'll do this on this episode, 7 minutes in. You guys got the backstory. What was not good during those time frames? The overcrowding. Okay, the overcrowding. So what's the answer, Hector? I'm not going to get too political, right? I'm not going to dive into what should have happened, what could have happened, what if I would have done if I would have had a magic wand. I'll tell you what did happen. Okay, so what was bad was the overcrowding. You had fucking inmates, 2 inmates per cell in every housing unit. You had bunk beds on the day room, bunk beds in the gym. You go to the fucking Bravo yard, it's a sea of blue. And it was a very staff assaultive yard, let me tell you. And no, man, I'm going to say this. I'll probably keep saying this because I keep getting this fucking stupid fucking question. Well, Hector, didn't it mean that if an officer got assaulted, it means they were disrespectful or they were out of line? Or... No, absolutely not. Let's talk about the PC move. The PC move. An inmate is a tecato. He loves heroin so much. He loves to get high, but he has no money. So what does he do? He walks up to the nearest viejito CO, punches him in the fucking face, knocks his ass out. The rest of the youngsters jump on his back, put him in handcuffs, send him to ADSEG. Now, for the inmate's own safety, he punched an officer for no reason because he could not afford to pay a debt, therefore he went to ADSEG. Period. Now, do inmates get disrespectful and they get assaulted? Yeah, all the time. Happens. Some officers are disrespectful and don't get assaulted. And then their partners get assaulted. As a result, it's fucked up. Did I ever show you this shirt? Anyways. So you guys watching, you're like, okay, Hector, well, I can see how that's a problem at that time. Yeah, that was kind of a fucking problem. Overcrowding. So what did they do? Well, they opened the floodgates. About 15 years ago, Arnold Schwarzenegger said everybody gets to go home. They opened the floodgates. They just started releasing inmates to the streets. Should they have done that? What could have other options? Other options, they probably could have built other prisons to... Other options, they probably could have with a fine comb and looked through who really needed to go home as opposed to sending individuals, well, everybody, that would eventually shoot it out with the cops because that was a possibility. But at the same token, other individuals that learned their damn lessons and did the crime, did their time like men, went home. Never to recidivize again. Living perfect, perfect lives. And I say this with a wholeheartedly truth. I talk to many. I absolutely talk to many. And I'm proud of them. Proud of myself. I'm proud of all of us. Proud of all of us that are not fucking up today. Damn, that's so hard to say? No. Speaking of fucking up. Anyways, getting a little long-winded with this, but as you can see, it is a very dicey subject. Prior to releasing everybody, there was no hope. I did a live the other day, that's when my audio started glitching. There was no hope. Zero hope. You want to see what zero hope looks like in a prison? Imagine a 18, 19, 21-year-old, 22, 23-year-old that doesn't fucking care. I mean, I would know what it's like not to give a fuck. Easily picking up a weapon, not even thinking twice, man. Like clockwork, like breakfast. Picking up a weapon, stabbing the fuck out, two inmates stabbing the fuck out of another inmate for the life of them. Bomb, get down, get down, get down. You're pepper spraying them, you're beating the shit out of them with a baton, you're shooting with a 40 millimeter. They're not getting off. They're gonna get off when they're ready to get off. Well, heck, can't you shoot them with the Mini 14? Well, you can, and in some prisons they do. I mean, High Desert, Pelican Bay. I mean, it's the use of force criteria across the whole department, but those those prisons are more notoriously known to be whipping out the Mini. When they opened the floodgates, it gave them hope, man. As a young CO, I saw the hope, right? Hope is what saved me. Hope is what saved your boy, right? When I was at the VA hospital and I heard and saw my first AA meeting, I got that, what do they say, mustard seed of hope, where the light bulb went off. Like, holy fuck, I'm not the only one like this, right? I thought I was the only one in the world fucking getting drunk, doing lines of coke off of bitches' asses. The hell? Yeah. When I got out of the Army, it was fucking wild, let me tell you. Wow. Hector, you're a dog, bro. Your fucking daughter's gonna watch this shit. Hey, man, I don't know what to tell you. I don't do that shit no more, let me tell you that much. By my own, I was gonna say by my own free will, but like, yeah, I have to work daily not to wild out. You guys see what happened when my wife leaves for fucking out of town? My hamster wheel on steroids just starts fucking like fiending and shit. Like, the hell? I can't leave this motherfucker unsupervised. Now you guys are tracking what hope is, right? You started giving inmates hope. This is what they were doing. Knocking on the sergeant's door. Hey, Sarge, they want me to stab this inmate. I don't want to stab him. There's a weapon in my waistband. Puts her hand behind her back. Boom, put him in handcuffs. Cool. Everybody started piecing up. That's when you saw the mass influx of SNY. Now let's talk about, well, we're not even going to talk about non-designated yard. This might have to be a two-part series. There's no way I could fucking cover this whole shit storm of a fucking department. Shit sandwich. At that time, there was only GP, general population, and sensitive needs yard, SNY. There was the security housing unit, the SHU. Everybody knows about the SHU. You're locked down for 23 hours. You get 1 hour of yard. It wasn't even outside. And I'm learning about this as I watch videos and hear people talk. You're in a fucking, heck, I couldn't do it, right? 30 years, you're in a box. Couldn't do it. I had the fortune of being able to ask those individuals straight up, what was it like, man? How did your mind not break? I need to know. I need to know right now. They told me, which is a cool thing. Said they read books, they learned different languages, they studied, they worked out, same routine every day, same routine. Next thing you know, 30 years later, what the hell? So now, as a result of giving people hope, a lot of S and Y's, right? Sensitive needs yard. I remember in the year 2013, 2014. You guys don't have to believe me. I don't know why you would stop now, but I looked on Oh, I didn't even mention when the Psalms. So when the computer system came on, this is all happening simultaneously. In 2012, we got computers. Fucking, speaking of computers, I just turned off. Fucking bitch. We got computers. Headquarters then just fucked every warden into puppeteers, stuck their hand up their ass and said, "You're gonna do this." Roger that, boss. Yes, boss, licking the culo and the whole nine. That happened. Started releasing inmates by the numbers to the streets, getting shoot out with cops. Bah, bah, bah. Well, that's what we saw in the news, right? We didn't see the ones that actually went out and thrived and continue to thrive. So let's acknowledge that. Keep it fair. Keep it real. One thing, if you're a new subscriber, I'm an unbiased motherfucker. Sometimes I get a little upset when I hear of staff assaults, right? I even get upset when I hear them putting inmates, SNY inmates on GPRs, because I'm like, that's exactly why I left. What the fuck are you guys doing, man? Yeah. Morals, ethics, value, honor, code. You got, so in 2012, when I checked the computer system, 55% of all prisons were SNY. Of all yards of the population, 55% of the population was sensitive need yard. That's half. There is no doubt. Somebody asked me yesterday. There's no doubt it has to be 75 to 80% now. It has to be. It has to be maybe even 90% SNY, quote unquote SNY. Quote unquote SNY. The general population, soldados are the last of a fucking dying breed. But let's give some credit where, let's not just talk about CDCR's fucking buffoonery. The gangs, oh, Hector, you can disrespect the gangs? I'm gonna tell you the truth. The gangs own politics, cutthroat, dirty politics, scandalous ass, grabbing for money, power, dope, rain. They fucked up. They fucked up the soldados' morale, the soldiers' morale. They're like, I don't want this, man. The only reason why you're cool is, oh, I was gonna say a name right now. That would have probably got me hit. The only reason why you're cool with that vato right there, the only reason why you made that fool is because he brings in a lot of dope. You gotta be careful with the names, right? It's the thing about California. Nobody gets passes. Ain't nobody untouchable. Ain't nobody untouchable. So it's like, yeah, favoritism, jealousy, envy, arrogance, the whole nine. That left a lot of bad taste and a lot of quote unquote good soldiers' fucking mouths and said, fuck this, man. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home. I'm not gonna play with you guys. You guys don't know how to play. Valen verga. That's true. So now, we're about to go 20 minutes. I'm gonna introduce you into non-designated. Non-designated, and I got you. You guys have to understand. Nobody, well, administrators, managers, they don't communicate with their staff. They don't communicate at all. They'll change something, never tell us, and then when we continue to do the same thing, because that's what we've done for the last fucking years, they write you up and they fire you. And you're like, what the hell? When did that change? Oh, you didn't get the memo? Oh, bitch, I didn't get the memo. Well, it's right here, and you signed it. The hell? You forged my fucking signature? I don't even be signing like that, man. Vale verga. I'm gonna make a YouTube. Anyways, no, I wasn't in trouble. Just that's how grimy the department is. Non-designated, all of a sudden, somehow, somewhere, it'll be a good 20 minutes. I'll do 20, 20, 20. It'll be an hour fucking series each. Or yeah, it'll be a 3-piece series. Hit you with a motherfucking 3-piece. All of us, oh, we didn't even get into the point system. Okay, you see how I can't get ahead without, so, okay, I'm not, next episode's the non-designated. This motherfucker right here, man. And you guys are tracking thus far. Remember Gladiator Days? They were fucking fighting, betting. Calipat, they were stabbing the shit out of every CO. Sentinella was cool, man. Fucking boom, pow, bang, pow, boom. Oh, shit. But anyways, during the time when we get stupid fucking computers, when they let everybody out, When people started getting hope, they also, with a magic wand, with my big ass pencil, with a magic wand, they said, all right, level 4 points, you're now level 3. They did some weird shit where instantly, in the snap of a finger, level 4 killers became level 3 points. They lowered the point system. It used to be like 65 points and above. Somebody will correct me, they already have. 65 points, you're at level 4, then it dropped down to like 50. Can't remember. Your boy's fucking brain is fried. Oh man. So the same fucking hardcore dude, hardcore killer, let's keep it real. They're killers, right? They're killers. But we got killers on green side too. You guys just don't be knowing, man. A lot of them were in the military too, just FYI. Um, so yeah, it's like, okay, it's the same dude, but I guess now he's level 3. So, like I said, man, I can't even. That's where we're at now, man. Well, that's not where we're at now. That's where we're at then. It's a fucking disaster. You guys can see. Hopefully, you guys track, take notes. Maybe you guys will be able to decipher how fucked up shit is. With that, that's part 1 of a 3. I say it's 3 parts, 3-part series. The message for that is, and I meant to say this last time, right? Remember history because it will repeat itself. Keep pushing forward.